Hey there, Brandon Splay here from ThirstGym.com. Today we're talking about an exercise called the band-resisted forward lean high knees. All right, for this exercise, what you're gonna need, you're gonna ideally want a rack, a power rack or a rig, something like this, and it's got J-cups, and then you're gonna also want a band. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the band, it's gonna go around each end of the J-cup here, so this creates a little bit of tension. So make sure your J-cups are turned correctly. And then we want the band to be above our knee height, but not higher than our hip height. I usually like to try to drift a little bit lower. That way I make sure I always have tension on the band, and I'll show you here in a second when we demo it. So what we're gonna do is here, we're gonna take the poles here, and we're basically gonna be able to lean forward like in our sprint mechanic-based stance. We want to make sure we're able to lean forward. Ideally, this would be a little bit more in front of me, but this just is the way that happens to be with the way this setup is going to be. But really what we're after here is that forward lean. And then we're going to be able to bring our knee up. That's going to give us the resistance here. So what we're going to do is we're going to alternate back and forth. And what's great about this is that the band is going to resist us into that hip flexion. So it's going to work on that front side mechanics of our sprint. The forward lean is also going to make sure that we stay forward from an acceleration perspective. We don't want to be up too tall. We're going to make sure that we're leaning here. And then it's going to take the arms out of the equation, so it's only going to work on the lower body. But then as we drive up, the band's going to push my foot down faster. So it's going to improve the foot strike aspect of our running as well. So as we're going fast, that's going to be like a piston, but we're going to be obviously doing both sides here. So I'm going to lean forward, drive up as fast as I can go. Up into that band, leaning forward, knee drive the whole time, trying to minimize the amount of time that I'm actually on the ground. So this exercise works great in two ways. You can do this for time, so anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds is kind of a good sweet spot. You gotta think, where's after the sprint aspect? So we don't want this to be too long because really in acceleration, we're not gonna be leaning forward that long. Eventually, if you're sprinting that long, you're eventually gonna be more upright. But also, we also wanna get really good fast tennis adaptations from this. And you will feel this in your calves or in your feet the first couple times that you do it. I personally really like to do it barefoot, but you can do it with your shoes on. But you can also do this for reps as well. Anywhere from 8 to 10 on each side is kind of a good spot that I usually like to use. So anywhere from 2 to 5 sets. You can do this as a preparatory based exercise before you actually go to sprint. You can pair it with some of your plyometrics or some of your other actual sprinting mechanic-based drills that you're doing. You could definitely do this and then immediately go into a sprint, so you can use a little bit of priming right before you sprint to reinforce the fact that you're going to be driving those knees up and that forward lean. Lots of ways to use this drill, and it's super simple, and it's something you can honestly do just about any time that you happen to want to be able to work on your sprint mechanics. If you got any questions, just let me know in the comment section below. Thanks, have a great day.